exciting video. Today we are going to check some of the best power moments from the lovely Jean, who is showcased to be one of the most powerful X-Men in the team. At number 1. When a god like Xmen is awakened and starts to roam the earth, the X-Men must join hands in defeating a much more bigger threat than they have ever faced. On one-to-one combat battle, Xmen is able to defeat each of the X-Men with clever and powerful wits, until the professor unleashed his most powerful student, Jean. Jean is able to single-handedly overpower the apocalyptic god by disintegrating him into dust. This just shows you how powerful the Phoenix is when released like wildfire. At number 2. Jean versus the team. On this movie The Dark Phoenix, we are shown the full capabilities of one and only Jean Grey. As she is on a mission to save spacemen, she is struck by cosmic power which enhances her power more and causes instability. As the team are cornering her at her father's house, Jean starts disintegrating matter. As Quicksilver is trying to get close, Jean successfully removes one of the rock which send the young lad flying. On the other part, Jean accidentally flings Mystic into a sharp wooden, killing her on the spot. At number 3. Jean saves the team. After a fierce battle, the team discovers the plane is not fully functional and can't lift off, but the dam is bursting. Jean Grey leaves the plane and prevents everyone from getting her back aboard. She holds off the floodwaters while lifting the plane. She saves the group and then is overwhelmed. The whole team is devastated at losing Jean, especially Wolverine and Scott. At number 4. Jean killing the alien Vuk. On this film, Dark Phoenix tells the origin story about how Jean Grey becomes the Phoenix. The story revolves around Jean struggling with mental illness after a cosmic force enhances her psychic powers, which unlocks trauma from her childhood that causes both her mind and her powers to become unstable. It follows Jean as she tries to avoid hurting the people she loves, while other parties seek to control or kill her. As they engage on a battle, Vuk, the shape-shifting alien, major plan is to use Jean's power to control humans. Jean later takes the shape-shifting alien into space, where she transfers all of her energy to her, which seemed to be too much to handle for the aliens as she disintegrates into space.
Don't let it control you.
At number 5. Killing Professor X. Well, the sequel has its up and down, and at this time frame Jean has completely gone rogue. As she struggles in containing her power, she destroys everything that's dear to her, and the only person who can bring an end to this is Wolverine. Jean is able to survive the sea drowning, but comes back as one of the strongest mutants to walk on Earth. As Professor and Cyclops try to control her, she doesn't let them, and instead disintegrates them to thin air.
Don't let it control.
At number 6. Jean versus Cyclops. On this scene, both of the X-Men showcase their prowess as we see them take on each other. As Cyclops tries to shoot his layer powers at Jean, the Phoenix is capable of blocking them, throwing Cyclops at the wall and making some cracks at the dam. At number 7, Jean vs. Magneto. Well, if have not yet checked out our video on Magneto powers, please do. Then understand that in this scene, as Jean completely defeats Magneto and crushes his helmet, throwing him out of the window like a doll, Magneto, completely angered by the death of Mystic, goes after the powerful Phoenix, not knowing her full capabilities. At number 8, Jean vs. Aliens. As aliens come to Earth to dominate, but they are met with full force of the Phoenix. On this scene, she is able to reflex and teleport with amazing energy. She disintegrates their bodies without breaking sweat. At number 9, Full Phoenix Force. In the X-Men Last Stand, Jean reappears, but with more power than she can handle. After mercilessly murdering Professor and Scott, Magneto takes her under her wing, encouraging her not to hold her powers back. At the final scene, as Magneto is outsmarted by Wolverine and the Beast, he provokes Jean and the Dark Phoenix comes out. It destroys everything from human to mutants as the power is unleashed. Wolverine decides to step up to the plate, since he is the only mutant that can survive such power because of his quick regeneration trait. Jean reappears and begs Wolverine to kill her, which he does, but in so much grief as he reveals his love for her. Make sure to like and subscribe for more of this content.